Aditi ji, namaste. And thank you for joining
Namaste.
us here on the CNN News 18 Town Hall. You're not somebody who often comes up to speak on a public platform, and we are live in front of our audience. So the nerves are all right?
Yeah, quite.
You're all right? Quite okay?
Yeah.
हाँ इतने सारे भाषण दे दिए एक और पब्लिक
नहीं, ये भाषण नहीं रहेगा।
एक पब्लिक गैदरिंग how is it going to make a difference? But let me first ask you come from a legacy of politics. Your father is also a seasoned politician and he's been there for more than 4 decades now in politics. But a lot of it was with one particular direction and with one particular leader. And then this whole split happens. So what was your first thought when it was discussed in the family? See, this is how we're going to go.
See, it's never easy because we are brought up in a setup. When the party was formed, it was in 99. Must have been in school that time. So I have seen the party growing while I was growing on my own. So it's never easy to see a party getting, broken in two halves, and to choose a leader between the two is always difficult. But then, since I contested my first election in 2019, maybe comparatively it was quite clear and easy for me as compared to my father or, the leaders of his generation. Of course, I've worked with, I've seen Honorable Pawar Sahib very closely. We've taken his guidance even in my growing years or while I was working in party as, a very small party member when I started. So we've always looked up to him and it will always be there. I mean, that is one thing that wouldn't change. Though the parts are different, we've chosen our own leader now who would lead us in the assembly or maybe in the national politics as well. But that doesn't change our respect for a leader like Pawar Sahib. And I personally feel he's beyond party since he's been, he's a national leader. So that personal and respect would always be there. That wouldn't change. But politically, yes, now that we've taken this decision and it's been more than a year now. So rather than, talking about it all over again, since we've decided a path and we are clear about it, so might as well, have faith in our leader.
I'm just trying to understand, did you have this conversation with your dad and say, what are we doing? Why are we doing it? And once you had that decision, sometimes you want to go back and revisit and think, have we really done the right thing? So did that ever happen?
I personally feel that once a decision has been made collectively, there is no point on regretting over it time and again. And it's been a while now. I mean, it's been more than a year now. So now going back and thinking about it, I don't know how much it would help myself and others as well.
So would you want to change something in that script, or do you think it's...
If it would have been in anyone's hand, maybe. But otherwise, now that, we are on a different path, I don't think so there is any point thinking about it.
In this current construct, 288 seats that the fight is going to be for the Maharashtra elections, how do you see the Ajit Pawar faction in the Mahayuti?
I personally feel that since Ajit Dada has always been more, prominent and more, always more interested or, strong in the state politics and the state decision making. So compared to what, we faced in Lok Sabha or the kind of, we didn't perform as per expected, but we contested on very less seats. So it was very difficult for us also. I mean, if you see, we contested hardly 4 seats, out of which, 2 were very difficult any which way for us to, win. So seriously, there were only 2 seats that we contested on. But in assembly, it would be different. And I'm sure even people of Maharashtra see him as a state leadership first, because he's never been interested in national politics as such. And he's always been quite clear about it. So I believe that in state elections, it would be different and better than what it was during Lok Sabha elections. At least for NCP, I'm trying to say.
You believe that way
Yeah.
because they also feel that the mix is not there. It's not happened on ground. Cadres who have been largely, even your own local cadres, because it's local election, जो traditionally एक दूसरे के खिलाफ रहे हैं, कभी साथ कैसे लड़ सकते हैं? That's a question many ask. कि अभी भी वो मेल नहीं हुआ. How can I sit and vote for this guy when always I've said इसको मत वोट दो? And it happens from both sides.
You know, in 2019, when I contested election, it was against a candidate from Shiv Sena. And never did I know that, after 2 months I would be sitting with them in the same government. तभी भी हमें पूछा गया था कि आप कैसे एक साथ काम करेंगे. Fortunately for that 2.5 years, of course we went through lots of calamities. COVID था, फिर natural calamities भी इतने सारे आए. But a common point agenda था and we sailed through till obviously there was a, collapse of the government and so on. तो तभी भी वो था कि शिवसेना एंड एनसीपी कभी साथ में काम नहीं कर सकते हैं. जो हमारे लीडर्स है वो पहले से बोलते आए कि शिवसेना के साथ हम कभी सरकार नहीं स्थापन करेंगे या कभी नहीं उनके साथ हम गवर्नमेंट में रहेंगे. बट दैट हैपेंड back then as well. It was quite difficult for Congress also to work with Shiv Sena because very different ideologies, stronger ideologies on their own. तो जब लोकसभा भी हमने contest की अभी with BJP, with Shiv Sena and NCP here and so it was a first time that we contested together. थोड़े loopholes तो रह जाते हर एक election में. But I personally believe that every election comes up with their own calculations, with their own situations, which cannot be compared to the previous ones. Because Lok Sabha election is a different ballgame altogether. More of national issues are being discussed or considered by the voters as well. काफी narratives भी अलग-अलग होते हैं. When it comes to assembly elections, it is different because people are more concerned about the kind of MLA they want to choose. Because their day-to-day connection with the MLA is comparatively more, than the MP. Because MP is for 6 assemblies. And this one is for one. So it is obviously the connectivity is much more. It is more of candidate based. The municipal corporations are different again because, those calculations are different. So every election comes with different calculations. So we cannot assume or presume that what happened in Lok Sabha would be copy pasted in the, assembly election.
So are you saying that candidate matters, not the party, not the symbol?
Of course it
in the
does.
Vidhan Sabha?
Of course it does.
So your constituency में आपको ये नहीं बोलेंगे कि ताई आप क्या कर रहे हो, उधर क्यों गए, इधर ही रहना चाहिए था, आपने अजीत दादा के साथ क्यों गए, आपको पवार साहब के साथ रहना चाहिए था, अब आपको नहीं वोट करेंगे. Did they come back and tell you that?
To be very honest, like I said, every election has their own, different calculations altogether. Yes, party does have a major role. After all, ticket तो पार्टी देती है, वो एक बात है. और हर एक पार्टी का अपना एक बेस होता है, अपने अपने अलग अलग रीजन्स में. जैसे एनसीपी, वेस्टर्न महाराष्ट्र हैज ऑलवेज बीन एनसीपी's forte. जैसे विदर्भ हमेशा बीजेपी या कांग्रेस का forte रहा है. तो every region has their, every party has their own stronghold. हर एक कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी में पार्टी का मिनिमम 10-15% तो वोट शेयर रहता ही है. बट by and large, candidates also, the kind of candidates you choose to contest also plays a very important role. It is equally important when it comes to assembly elections. So that is the reason I said that comparatively, every election has their own calculations, their own narratives, their own priorities. And that is how it is, I believe.
Let me ask you this. Maharashtra voter, do they look at caste combinations more or do they look at sentiment more? And is this a strong sentiment on ground where they say कि party छोड़ दिया कोई बात नहीं, party you leave a party it's all right, you break a party it's all right, परिवार नहीं तोड़ना चाहिए. Now does that come back to hurt?
Maharashtra has seen, families being broken because of politics before as well. But Maharashtra is comparatively more progressive as a state, and it has always been like that. There are so many factors, Maharashtra is comparatively more secular, more progressive. Yes, caste and community, some kind of, reservations or things do matter. But at the end of the day, the most important thing that people, give importance to is progress and development. So I think that is one thing which every voter, I mean, if you ask, me as a voter, not as as an MLA, my constituency would want an MLA or a person who would, emphasize more on development rather than more on cribbing about things or criticizing other leaders. That is what I feel. I mean, that, and I personally feel that is what is being expected by person or a youth who tries to come in politics or tries to get their hold in this field.
Okay, let me put you in the spot a little more. You've been on both sides of the political spectrum, or in terms of thinking, if I were to say. Who seems to have a better plan for Maharashtra?
In the sense?
Between the Aghadi and that grouping, because you were there in the past, and the Yuti, that is the BJP, Eknath Shinde, Shiv Sena, and of course Ajit Pawar's NCP. Between this group and that group, who seems to have a clearer thought process, plan for Maharashtra?
When you are in politics, that too in an electoral one, each one of us has their own view about it. They have their own plans about it. When, when it comes to contesting the current election, I am sure each one of them have their own plans. What matters the most, how much the plan works and in whose, favor. All of us have their own strategies, thinking and assuming that it would work. What would work will be seen
I'm also
only...
saying from a governance perspective. You were part of the MVA, so governance, like you talked about the COVID time, and now there is this UT government which is on till the elections happen. So in terms of governance, who's got a clearer approach?
I have got an opportunity to work in, previous one as well, in Mahavikas Aghadi. Unfortunately, on the governance part, it was stagnant for a long period of time. Unfortunately, I'm saying because of COVID or the natural calamities, we had a lockdown which was almost for 2 years.
Yeah.
So it didn't give us that much of opportunity to work on the progressive or the developing part, because most of our attention or the funds were diverted to the health sector or, in managing those,
disaster management.
Disaster management. Yeah. For us in Konkan, we had like back-to-back calamities. And to be very honest, my 1.5 or 2 years of, that tenure was continuously, dealing with calamities. So that was a different phase altogether. Here, when I'm working in Mahayuti, we emphasize more on, bringing in the various schemes, or the, importance was much more for the, be it infrastructures or implementing various schemes or getting yojnas or working on policies. So there were two different phases, and we cannot compare them because both are very different from each other. Had it been a normal situation throughout, then the comparison was valid.
So you're saying it will be unfair to compare.
Yeah.
But in Konkan, is there a mood shift or a sentiment shift compared to Lok Sabha between June and September, ahead of October, when perhaps poll dates could be announced after Dussehra?
I hope there is no shift, because in Konkan, we had Mahayuti candidates who had won the elections. In Sindhudurg, Ratnagiri, Rane sir, of course, in Raigad, it's, Tadkare sir, in Palghar, in Kalyan, it's Shrikantji. So there, obviously, Mahayuti is doing quite well, and I hope there is no shift.
I'm still asking you on ground sentiment. The other thing is that will you look at a 1/3 split of these 288 seats?
I'll tell you, to be very honest,
the NCP is largely the smaller grouping. It's a smaller party in the Mahayuti. But in the Vidhan Sabha, will you push for 80 seats? There's talk that you're angling for about 70 to 80 seats. Is that true?
Like I said, 60, 70 seats, any party, having sitting MLAs of not less than 40, 45. I personally feel that 60, 70 seats it's a good number. And what is more important is how we contest whatever numbers we get. So that is more important. Our priority is to, as Mahayuti collectively, to have a better performance than what we had 3 or 4 months back, and to have more and more assembly members to be elected from Mahayuti, be it of BJP, Shiv Sena, NCP, or whatever allied
You
small
get the
parties
sense
we
it's
have.
going to be a tight fight, or do you think one of the alliances has the edge?
Very
Or
early
is it too early to call?
Very early to talk about it. That is one. And so still quite like few days away from code of conduct. So once that has been announced, maybe things would be more clearer and predictable. Right now, I feel it is confusing, unpredictable. And like I said, people of Maharashtra are comparatively more decisive and clear in their mind. So I personally feel all of them in their own constituencies, the voters have decided on analyze the work of their particular MLAs. It's just time for the voting.
So it's going to be more localized. Candidates will matter and performance will matter rather than the national mood, is what you're saying. Ladies and gentlemen, Aditi Tatkare. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.